Maggie has also gotten a new pacifier. Every once in a while someone switches to night mode. Everything seems so harmonious. An alien anthropologist walks in. First he checks Homer's heart. Then he begins introducing his species and brings bad news. They're going to eat one of them. The good news is they can choose who gets eaten. To be fair, they decide on an anonymous vote. Finally, it's handed to Homer. Homer becomes sadder the more he looks at it. Even Maggie, who can't write, draws a picture of herself. Homer is the last vote. After hesitating for a while, he still writes down his own name.
It's a far, far better thing I do than I have ever done before.
When the day of the ritual arrives, Homer attends wearing a pork belly skirt. There's even a choir playing music for him. Just as the monster comes to eat Homer, a beam of light suddenly shines from overhead. A portal tries to take Homer away. Homer is overjoyed. Who knew he'd get stuck halfway because of his belly? Fortunately, there's a larger passage that takes Homer away. Just like that, Homer disappears into thin air. When he wakes up, he's already in a cave. They are rebels who don't approve of eating other species. They bring Homer to their base. Here, a large group of aliens are having a party. The leader introduced Homer to everyone and asked him to introduce Earth culture to them all. Homer's passionate speech deeply impressed everyone.
Homer, we will get you back to Earth.
What about my family?
The leader explained to Homer that the spaceship could only accommodate one person, but it could fulfill people's deepest desires. Sure enough, Homer's favorite foods appeared in the cabin, along with photos of Maggie, a giant hammock, Duff beer, and the Flanders family. But the final image was still his own family. Homer still couldn't give up his family. Meanwhile, because of Homer's disappearance, the aliens were going to eat his entire family as punishment. At the critical moment, Homer appeared. The aliens had just brushed seasonings on Homer, and the next second he licked it all off, which infuriated the aliens. A subordinate brought a piece of meat for the queen to taste. The others were stuffed into the nobles' mouths. After the queen put the meat in her mouth to taste it, she collapsed to the ground.
This ass is most disagreeable.
The nobles spat out the entire family. It turned out the family had all been contaminated by unhealthy fast food. The queen passed out directly. The family was thoroughly despised and received the most severe punishment, and so the family boarded the spaceship returning home.
An alien flying saucer came to the Earth. It abducted the presidential candidates, Clinton and Bob. Then, the aliens stuffed the two of them into glass tubes. After waiting for a while, the aliens connected the glass tubes and transformed themselves into Clinton and Bob respectively. Homer was suddenly abducted by the aliens while he was night fishing. It turned out that the aliens' purpose of hijacking Homer was to conquer the Earth for the sake of his own life. Homer said that it was the election period at that time, and both Clinton and Bob were likely to succeed as the president. So the aliens caught the two of them back and then completed the biological replication. At this time, Homer had lost his value of being used.
No, what are you spraying me with?
Run, so no one will believe your story. And don't come back.
Homer hurried back home and told his family the news that the aliens were about to take over the Earth. However, his family didn't believe him. Homer had no choice but to expose the aliens' conspiracy alone. He went to a press conference and directly identified that the two presidential candidates were actually aliens in disguise. But no one believed him, and he was directly thrown out. Homer vented his anger towards the bushes.
Oh!
Homer accidentally discovered the alien spaceship. He sneaked into the spaceship and planned to send Clinton and Bob back to Washington. As a result, due to an operation error, the spaceship directly crashed into the election site.
America, take a good look at your beloved candidates. They're nothing but hideous space reptiles.
The aliens whose true identities were exposed directly revealed their real appearances. But it was already too late. The aliens successfully ruled the Earth.